Hello and welcome, retards, to episode number 80 of Talking About Real Shit podcast with yours truly, Denis, and my good old sister.
Enya. Oh, Inja.
You
I did. I identify as Enya now.
Identify as Enya. Speaking of identifying as different things.
What?
Portland, Oregon. Have you been?
No.
You've passed by, though.
I passed by where the exit is to Portland.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I never even got close to it.
Before we get to Portland, so I spent half a week, not even a weekend, half a week in Portland. Where did you go on the coast of Oregon? What city?
Lincoln City.
You went to Lincoln City. Okay, so you didn't go to Seaside. You didn't go to Seaside at all. So you wouldn't have seen Portland then. Okay. Okay, so Portland, Oregon.
I've always wanted to go.
I'm not gonna lie. I liked it.
Why?
It was fine.
Yeah.
So speaking of identifying things, right? You would think, at least I thought. Okay, so what I had the vision of going into Portland, Oregon, just to see a bunch of blue-haired, green-haired people that would identify as a broom, and people that are just
kind of yeah.
It's Portland, Oregon. You know what Portland, Oregon's got to bring, right? Honestly, it was so normal over there. Other than one little tiny block where it was I looked to the left, I'm like, okay, that's what I was imagining to see everywhere is Portland.
Right.
That was the only part though, and nothing else. So to begin us off, okay, so maybe the reason why I liked it as much as I did is because we got all the really, really bad stuff out of the way very early on, right? So we get there, now we're walking during, we got there at night. It was already night. We're like, well, let's go walk, right? We don't know. It's fucking
walk in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, it was beautiful. Okay, and it gets crazier because fucking the last night we were there, that was an adventure and it was fucking fun. And I would love to do that in bigger cities. Okay, so we are walking around. We see a rat roll by.
Rat?
A rat.
Like a legit rat.
A legit big rat.
How big?
Like New York style rat. Right? Yeah. I was like, welcome to Portland. And that's what you saw my early snaps. And it was just dogging on Portland. How shitty it is, right? So we see that. There's the, homeless tents, right?
Tent City.
Close by. We're well, it's not Tent City because it's kind of I don't know where Tent City would be in Portland because it's kind of just all over the place.
The whole city is a tent.
Pretty much. So, we see that, it's early on, everything's kind of closed at 12-ish. We find a bar. Finally, we just go and we go to sleep, whatever. It's okay, well, that was a, first night, just a little section. We don't know what's happening, right? Next day, wake up in the morning, and then we see this. You saw this snap, obviously, but I posted a ton of stuff on my Snap story.
Is that a man in just women underwear and top with knee pads?
With knee pads.
Huh.
That's probably the craziest part, right? It's 7:36. Sorry if the video's not playing. Video's not playing for some reason. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
So I'm just muted because I'm just talking. But we see this at 7:30 in the goddamn morning.
Himself?
He's talking to himself. He's cracked out. He's wearing that. He's got knee pads on. It's just
Jesus.
So that's the first thing we see when we wake up on the second night or the second day of being in Portland, Oregon, right?
Jesus.
So I was okay, this is gonna be a fucking rough weekend.
Oh yes.
We see the rats, the things. We see this, right? We're okay, let's get the day started. We start going. We're traveling around. I think this was the next day. I don't quite remember. But we're walking down the road, and Victor, who was with me the whole week, he looks to the left. We're on 2 blocks, right? But so it's an intersection. We're walking on this block. Way down the road, you're walking on this block, right?
Oh, you guys are walking?
We're walking,
okay.
Right? This is during the day, pretty early in the day, probably 10 a.m. or so. I don't remember the time because. So this is the next day though. This is the next crazy thing we see. He looks to the left. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, what? He's like, I just saw a pure naked lady. I'm like, it's probably tan colored,
right,
depending on skin color, whatever you are, skin colored clothes. I was like, because sometimes it does from far away, you can see that. I'm like
even that kind of looks like he's naked.
yeah, kind of, right? It's similar to, I was like, okay. Like, I didn't really believe him. I was like, oh shit, really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So we kind of walk, and we get to the intersection of the thing. And I look left, because I was like, let's see what the fuck he's talking about. And walking towards our direction is a purely naked, like, 45-year-old woman, completely cracked the fuck out, speaking to herself, getting closer. I'm like,
what the
okay,
fuck?
welcome to fucking Portland, Oregon, right?
Did you talk to her?
Fuck no, because okay, you know me, I'm not like, I am scared of a lot of things.
That's a level of crazy that you're like, I'm not.
My heart was beating. I've never been so scared of something. And it wasn't like a danger scared. It was just like, just a scaredness of that I've never felt ever.
Because it's just like a shock.
And it's behind you, and you don't want to like turn around. And
she's behind you.
So we're walking now, right, across
I thought
the
she
road.
was going across.
She was coming this way, right, and we go this way. Of course, she follows us, right. I'm like, God damn it. And then we go this way, and she's following us, right, and she's getting like behind us. And I, for some reason, don't know why. I only sent the snap to Luis. I don't know why. That's probably my biggest regret of the weekend. I snapped it. I'm like, bro.
But you can't save it.
I don't know why I didn't save it or anything. Because I was like posting all this shit on my story, and people were loving it. Like, oh, you gotta vlog all this shit that you're seeing in Portland and all that stuff. And for some reason, I didn't fucking vlog that. Like, I didn't not vlog it, but I didn't record it and save it on my phone. So instead of a sound, I was like, bro, like, because I was bringing Tarkov up like all weekend. Whenever I see like what Tarkov related object, I would just send it to Luis. And I was like, man, I was like, you could take all the bosses in Tarkov, put them in one room, and I'm not fucking scared as much as this. And I point up, and like she's there. And he's like, is that what I fucking think it is? I'm like, yeah.
Did he save it?
He didn't. Well, none of us saved it. I don't know fucking why. I regret it so bad. But a purely cracked out speaking to herself. You see that a lot over there. Completely
like, how far did she follow you for?
Not that far, but the whole time we were walking. Well, she for sure like passed us. So we stopped and we had to go across the bridge again, and she like just kept going straight, and she literally just like directly.
She didn't even get pulled over or anything.
She didn't get pulled over, but I was looking at people's and this was like, it wasn't like, because the thing is, it's weird because Portland is so much bigger than here. The downtown isn't like the downtown here where it's not that big. Like the whole fucking thing is like a downtown, like how it is here, right? Like take that times like 20, and then that's like what Portland is. So like you can't, I'm not saying like, oh, that's downtown, but it is downtown, right? So it's still busy. There's people at restaurants and all this shit, like people on the streets walking, and I'm looking at people's reactions. I want to see like, okay, people don't react really to the homeless. Like something crazy can happen. People aren't like really, they're immune to it, right? I'm like, if people are immune to this, Portland's got it bad. Like they're down.
But were they
bad.
immune to it?
No. People were definitely reacting to it. Like that's something that doesn't happen, I think, that often.
Damn.
You know, so she walks off and we go across the bridge. That's where I made that thing of Portland. I was like, you got. I don't have it saved here. It's in my phone, but I was like, because they put all those protection gates over the bridges. I was like, Portland has one problem to fix, and they have to take these gates off so people can jump off and kill themselves because this city's a fucking shithole.
Man.
That was right when we saw that, because I was like, and this is the second day, mind you. Like the first 6 hours of being in Portland.
You saw a rat, then you saw this guy.
2 rats. It was we saw 2 that night.
2 rats that night?
We saw that. We saw that guy in the morning. We see this. We're like,
okay,
bro,
what the fuck? Where did we
But I think that's why, because we got all the bad out of the way.
Your threshold
was
got
just
way high.
Was way
it's
high.
like you can't, like, you're not gonna beat rats or a naked cracked out lady or a guy wearing knee pads, and like, you guys, next time you guys go anywhere, I'm not even joking, and this is how when me and Lauren and them travel, we make a bingo.
Yeah, see,
like a bingo. Like if you have like rats on there, cracked out naked lady, just like random shit that you think you might find.
Yeah.
Dude, and you do like a bingo, that would be fun with you and your friends.
It would have been good. That's definitely gonna be thing. Cause like we might, like I know our cousins and stuff, like we'll probably go to Seattle, or we're planning to go to LA next year or something like that. Like we'll do
a bingo thing. You have
LA's
to.
gonna be crazy. So
damn,
we see all this stuff. So yeah, our threshold
pulled over. Everyone's like still reacting to it. Like what the fuck?
As far as I saw, like, because okay, so I'm gonna say these 3 things right now of Portland. Marijuana's legal there, right? Obviously, it's Oregon.
Right.
Marijuana's legal there. We think it's a big city and all that stuff, like with things like that. And I already kind of brought up one thing. I literally have, like, maybe like 3 or 4 times total. That whole all 5, 4, whatever days we were there, I only smelled marijuana that couple of times. What was very surprising?
People are like on meth.
No. Honestly, like it's the people over there super nice. I actually fucking honestly, if they can tone down on their homeless population, and honestly, I'm gonna like be real now, healthcare. You can see so much shit like, and it's not even like. Obviously, some are just so far gone that there is no saving. Like those people, like they're so far gone speaking to themselves. Like they're who knows what the fuck they're on, right? So the drug problem is insanely big, right? That's a thing. But like even just healthcare, because you see these homeless people that are like, I would imagine they're like Vietnam vets or something like that, right? Like they're injured and all this shit. Like you see them fucking like waddling and shit like that, right? And let me take it one thing more back. So that first night too, we go to Safeway, which is like 2 blocks away from our thing, and we enter in, and there's like security guards, like fucking bulletproof vests and shit like that. So we're like at an Albertsons, like that's pretty much an Albertsons. It's like walking to this Albertsons, and there's like fucking security and all that stuff, like heavily, and you're like, that was like kind of a culture shock too. So like this was all first night, and that was like. It was crazy because we went on Saturday night to Safeway and it wasn't nearly as bad. I swear, like we just got the worst experience of Portland in the first like 6 hours. Because when we went that night, there was so many fucking strange characters. It was like 90% of that store was like that pretty much.
But what day did you guys come there? Like what day were you there?
Wednesday night. It was Wednesday night.
Wednesday nights are like crazy here.
I don't know. And we went Saturday night and it wasn't as bad, right? But like it was crazy because like you see all this and then you see like a completely normal like older woman like shopping, right? And it was just like, sorry about the fucking camera. Fucking Elgato, man.
It just pauses and then
yeah, it's so annoying.
How come it started doing that?
I don't know. It was perfectly fine for the last week. I don't know. It's gonna keep fucking doing. It's gonna piss me off more and more. This might just be an audio. If that happens like one more time, I'm just gonna be an audio episode. I don't care. But what's it called? So we saw all that stuff and it was just like crazy, right? And whatever. So things go on and it got better. Like you see the home, but like that was what I wanted to speak about. So like you don't like. That was surprising that I didn't smell like that much marijuana, right? It was like, but what was surprising is so much people smoke cigarettes. Oh. That was like, there was way more of that, right? Like, and like, you don't really see that here that much. Right. Not that much. Over there was actually fucking like overboard. I was like, damn. Yeah. It was kind of wild. I don't know why. But like marijuana, like you would smell it a couple times like on the bars at nights. That's it. Like you would think like, oh, it's, right. Portland, it's going to be all over. But not at all. Like, not at all. It was actually very surprising. Not as, like, I hear police sirens here where we live more than over there. I saw, like, a couple, I probably heard, like, 2 or 3 sirens, and I think one of them was
How were the drivers there, like, driving there?
Fine. There was one night, though, where, like, it was Friday night, we're walking, and we just see a fucking broken-windowed Subaru crashed on the curb, completely fucked up, lights on, like, blinking. Like, like the ding, 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 like when the keys are in. Lights on inside the car, no one there. And like this is like it's 1:30 at night, and this guy starts coming to us. I was like, "What the fuck happened here?" And like we're like talking. He's like, "Yeah, I think it was like a drunk driver or like something. Like the window was smashed and all this shit." And like that was interesting. But the drivers drive fucking fast over there. Yeah. Like you're on the freeway, it's a 55. I think people are going 75, 80. That was nice. I actually did I enjoyed that quite a bit. No, the people were everyone that I talked to was extremely nice when I asked them like, what is there to do here and all that stuff. The homeless are never in your way. Like they're in their own world. Like they have like right. They know not to like bother normal people. On the most part, like, in my experience, I'm sure there's like robberies. Right. I'm just this is just a gist of 5 days, but like. All this stuff, and we went by like a shit ton of like homeless and stuff like that. Like, and the whole time we were there, like we walked 25,000 steps, 20,000 steps. We were riding Lime scooters the whole time. Like I got a 3-day pass. It's like $30.
That's
and
cool.
We just did that. We never drove my car.
Wait, when you do a 3-day pass, just unlimited rides?
Unlimited.
Dude, that's
$30.
That's cheap.
Because we took the Bird the first day. It was fucking $41. Not for that long of a ride.
You took a what?
Like a Bird scooter, the other brand. I'm like, this is gonna fucking.
Which one did you end up taking then?
Well, then I was like looking through the other ones, and I see Lime has like a 3-day like passes, like a 24-hour pass, an hour pass, and like a 3-day pass. And the 3-day pass is $30
That's cheap.
The first 90 minutes are free, but per scooter. So you can ride for 90 minutes, get off, get on another one, 90 minutes, get off.
That's what you were just doing?
Well, we would ride like 2 hours a day, so like it wasn't even that bad.
Oh,
but
okay.
like I didn't have to my Lime thing says I saved $180.
Oh, I bet.
From how much we rode.
Oh, I bet.
So if we did that, with birds and shit, it would have been. They are slower than birds. But it's whatever.
But how nice is it on places like that? Like you don't even need.
Don't need a car. Like
you don't need a car.
We just took the car when we went to the coast, and then when we went to Winco one night.
Oh.
Other than that, we.
Was it fun with that? Was it like pretty safe?
Oh, it was fine. Like I honestly, I didn't feel one time in danger, being in that city with the homeless.
Except for the lady walking up to you naked.
That was like the only thing. But I didn't feel danger.
It was
I'm gonna get attacked. It was just very
uncomfortable.
That's what I should say. I was like fearful of uncomfortableness, right? Because it was like, what the fuck's going on? But so Saturday night, phone's dead. Like we're on the tram, right? We're on the tram. My phone's at 2%. We're like on the other side of the fucking
You didn't bring a charger?
Well, I didn't. I had a charger like in the hotel, but I was running GPS like the whole entire day, right? And it was just fucking up my phone. Like running GPS, especially doing Uber, I'm constantly charging my phone. Like my phone battery is already fucking it's so depleted already. For being 2 years old, I do Uber all the time, and the GPS just kills your fucking battery. So we're at 3%. I was like, we got to get a Lime, right? And I was like, Victor, okay, you go get yours, because he had 8% or something like that.
80?
I was like, 8.
Oh.
I was like, you go get yours, and I'm gonna go run and get mine, right? So we're split off. Boom. And I was like, this is going to be fun, right? And this is not a good part of downtown. Like you can see there's definitely more homeless here. And so I'm fucking running, trying to get to it. Phone dies. I'm not even close to making it. I'm like, okay, I know generally where we're at, and I kind of know my ways about. I know I can definitely walk to get home. It will take a couple of hours though, because I am 3 miles away. But I was like, okay, it's fucking Saturday night, whatever. It's 11 something. So I'm just walking and walking, trying to get and I see a cab. I'm like, should I just fucking get a cab just to take me? But then I'm like, I don't know where Victor's at, whatever. So I just walk, and I see this bar that we asked them where we can watch the UFC fights. I go in there. They're 15 minutes before close. They let me charge. I get to 6%. I text Victor I was like, just go to the house. I'll make it somehow. Just get to the fucking apartment thing. Get on there, I'm fucking just charging and all that stuff. So I was stranded without a phone in the middle of the city at night, and that was fucking exciting. I actually really liked that. That was actually a lot of fun. Yeah. And I would love to do that in New York or something like that. I think that'd be really, really fun. But never felt in danger.
No?
Never felt in danger. Honestly, I never felt in danger. And all this stuff, but it was I liked it more and more we were there. I was like, this is cool. I actually like this place. We went to and it's a very beautiful place too, because you have Washington Park, which is Washington Park has a huge rose garden, insanely big. But it's not in the middle of the city, but it's 5 minutes away from downtown, right?
Right.
But you have Washington Park, and we went there's this what's it called? Oops. Give me satellite. You have the rose gardens, which are so you have the tennis courts. You have this insanely huge rose garden. There's 600 different roses.
Man.
And then up here, you have the Japanese garden, right?
Oh,
and it's
so it's all this is it's a small version of Central Park.
Kind of, yeah. So you have this, and then you see this whole park is this is all bike. You can ride bikes and shit here.
But is that all Washington Park or no?
This is mainly all Washington Park right here, this whole thing. And there's houses up here and all that stuff. Really cool part, and you're downtown's right there. You know what I mean? It's right there. It's really, really cool. It's a system.
Did you guys go to the Japanese?
Yeah. I went. Cool? I try to do everything as much. It was really, really cool. It's super peaceful. It's super nice.
Oh, there's a cafe there too.
There's a cafe there too. So you enter here, and it's $20 to get in. But all this is obviously it's all shrubbery and all that. But you have the Japanese.
It's $20 to get in.
Here, yeah, because this is it's a learning center kind of
okay.
It's a museum in a way. Because what this was is 12 years after the World War II. Japan, the sister city of Portland in Japan, and Portland wanted to like fuse fuse ties together because of the war and all that stuff, and they like built a little like 12-foot like Japanese tower. Then they fully just built everything. It's like Japanese moss and all that stuff. It's really, really peaceful and fucking nice. I actually really liked it there.
Did they have any Japanese cherry blossom trees?
They didn't in this place, no, because I don't know how you would grow that in this, like if they can in this climate. But super cool. You know, you got the Rose Garden there. You have the amphitheater. We went there. There was like the Chinese garden here. We went there. It's like the same thing, kind of with the sister city shit. But yeah, like so we were like up here, like at that thing, and we were dropped off here about. I don't know why this screen. Okay, the screen is working. But yeah, it was honestly like it was a lot of fun. Like I would definitely recommend to do that again. Like staying at a place downtown. And then like just liming everywhere or like scootering everywhere is fucking dope. So the place that we were at didn't have AC, and it was like a hot, like, you know, it was definitely hot. So the way I literally like was a Portland homeless man because the way like I had to sleep and stuff. So hopefully they don't see this because I don't want to get a deposit ruined on us. But is the video not going to work? Why does everything suck? If the video, how does it? Video's not gonna work. That's so fucking annoying. I know it's been doing that for 30 minutes now though. Fucking A. God, I hate this shit. So we didn't like the bed didn't break on us, but it kind of broke on. It was such a shitty bed that like if the wood moved this much, it all falls. Like the wood planks, like they're each on each side, right? So we sleep there the first night, and then as I'm getting up, like I kind of like, you know, I pushed kind of back, and when I got up, and all those wood planks just fucking fell. It's like 6:45 in the morning. I'm like, we're gonna get noise complaints. We're gonna get fucking deposit this shit. So that breaks. So we put the mattress on the floor eventually. So we're sleeping on the fucking floor, and then I'm like gonna move this fucking chair. And the wood thing breaks off the chair.
But you would think like spending money on that kind of shit that they would like they would provide you with amenities that fucking work.
No, like everything was just broken. I was like, God damn it, right? The AC like didn't work. So what this is, what I'm trying to show you here, is that's a pure wet towel, cold wet towel that I had like under my shirt as I'm sleeping. So this video just shows you like the bed being broken there. We have the fucking mattress on the floor. I have just a freezing cold water thing on me just to stay cool at night. And then this was like for, I kind of did like what Mr. Bean did to like dry my clothes. Like he wasn't for drying, but I like pretty much washed all this stuff like in the shower and just left it there. They had laundry and stuff, but I was just trying to save a couple bucks.
Oh my gosh.
Very ghetto living, but I like ghetto living. It's fun.
Was it worth it? Like money wise?
Oh, it was so cheap. It was so cheap to like compared to everything else. This place was.
How long did you stay for in that place?
Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. So 4 nights. 4 nights.
That's good. 5 days, 4 nights, 5 days?
Yeah, 4 nights, 5 days.
How much was it?
I did pay for the parking, which you technically don't have to, but then you have to like deal with the whole street parking bullshit. So like I'll just do the parking thing. So like, especially because we're not going to use the car at all. So we did that, and it was with park because it was $80 for parking.
Oh,
and
okay.
So I think it was $500 for all those days, which to be in downtown comparatively would have been like $1,100. We saved so much fucking money to stay downtown, and that's not counting parking at all these places. It was just I was looking at hotels so much, and that was like a very difficult part because it was like either you find a hotel very far away, which is like not even cheaper than this. Like it was still expensive, and you have to now drive your car to downtown, pay for parking, all this shit. And most of the places that are like even nearish downtown, you have to pay for like not valet, but like parking at that place, even though you're at a hotel too. Like, and it's just more expensive. It's like $160 a night plus your fucking
fees
parking and all that stuff
else.
and all that. And Airbnb, I did find an Airbnb and all that stuff, but like. Then some places through like websites have like tourist fees and these fees and that fees. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like what the fuck is all this? You know, they're just trying to.
It says like, oh, it's $50, but then by the time all the fees are done, it ends up being like $200 a night. And
Exactly.
you're like, that doesn't make any sense because it's just.
So like this.
Hey, mom said it's ready, so she's calling us.
Okay. So this one was pretty cheap, and then there was no cleaning fee, I should say. Okay. We'll be back.
Closet.
All right, we're back from our food haul.
Other mukbang.
Our mukbang.
Which we still have not done. I don't eat a whole lot of food, so.
exactly. You cannot do a mukbang, and I can't do one because they're fucking disgusting.
Okay, fine.
People that do mukbangs like realistically and not like jokingly, like I've done once on my video that I made for it, they're psychotic. Those people are worse than adults that go with no kids to Disney World.
Why?
Because it's fucking disgusting.
Okay, if you had to rate them between people that are adults that go to Disneyland with no kids, then you got people that go on a cruise ship, and you got mukbang people.
Okay. That's a good one because so people that go on a cruise. You know what? I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna make a new spectrum. It's okay. So it's. I think people go on the cruise is top. It's like sure they just want like to just
The
sit
top
back.
worst ones.
No, the top best ones. They just want to go on a vacation, but don't like have the money to go to like a actual.
Oh
resort.
wait, Disney cruise, no kids.
That's what I was. That's bottom. I was gonna say a Disney cruise with no kids
doing a mukbang video.
You're worse than You're worse than this guy with knee pads and that naked woman combined into one super crackhead.
Okay, so listen, we're gonna play a game. We say, would you fuck one, kill one, marry one? Okay, ready? You got this guy with the knee pads. You got the naked crackhead lady, and you got a 600-pound sister. Not 600-pound sister, me, but like those 1,000-pound sisters, lady.
The twins.
Yeah, the one that like her head's like this dancer, like this.
Yeah,
you know that one.
Yeah.
Okay, you got her.
Okay.
On a cruise ship in a string bikini, doing mukbang video. Well, it's just a breakfast for her, but to us it's a mukbang.
Yeah, okay.
Disney cruise, no kids. So like, fuck one, kill one, marry one. Go. No one has taken a shower in 2 weeks.
Okay, including me.
Especially you.
Kill myself, and then that's it. I don't have to deal with it. I would. Let's see.
I've never said that as an option where you just kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like I guess I have to kill one. It'll be myself.
Yeah, it's myself. I would have to. I'm gonna kill the knee pad.
Oh shit! Why? Because of the dude?
Because that's just good riddance.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, those knee pads, though, you could probably go and pawn them off on.
Pawn them off on
and you make like $5-10.
So, I'm going to kill him. If I have to marry one, I'm gonna marry the fat bitch.
Because she can afford a cruise.
Well, that too. She can afford a cruise. And she's kind of funny.
You can walk out. You can walk away. Like, she's not going to chase you.
Exactly. You can walk away, and then I'm just unfortunately going to have to fuck the crackhead lady.
Okay. All right, so you got cold and you were sweating in your apartment or in that because we were talking about like the cost of things, right?
What cost of things?
How like a lot of Airbnbs like they look cheap but then they end up not being. But the fact that you were able to stay for 4 nights and it was affordable, that's awesome. Because even sometimes like a Motel 6.
Yeah, no,
not
it's
Motel
expensive.
7. Motel 6 are usually the
I'll
cheaper
pull it up
ones.
right now. So like,
dude, it's expensive.
So I'm just gonna go just straight to Booking.com because that's where I got mine at. Let's do Portland.
Neradi.
But like not
for
a lot
a
of
month?
places. Not a places have. Did I do a month?
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of places do air conditioning over there. Like that's the thing. That's because it doesn't get that hot over there.
Damn.
It doesn't get that hot over there. So like,
how hot was it over there?
It got to like 95 was like the hottest.
Mm.
But that's like insanely hot for them. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit. It's not as. It's not like how it is like here. Like they do have extremities and stuff, but. Here we have like extreme fucking cold, extreme hot. Like we kind of have extremities everywhere, extremities.
And they just have extreme people.
Yeah, they just have extreme people. That's where all the craziness goes. But like you look at all these places, like okay, like that's not too bad.
$846.
Okay, but like that's not counting fucking parking.
No, I'm saying that's a lot.
Oh, I know it's still a lot, but that's not counting parking. See, these are all like downtown,
what the hell's
right?
the cheapest one then?
Paramount Hotel, like, and again, these are all with like, and like in at convention center. Like, you look at this, like, I think I looked at this one because obviously the price paid out, but it's like in a very like ghetto
sketchy
part,
place.
and you're across the bridge. It's a pretty sketchy area on that one. But Hotel Zags is I think it's a hostel. And it's still that expensive.
What's a hostel?
Like where it's like one room, but like multiple people.
What?
Hostels, yeah. Lolo Pass. I was like, oh, that's good. Hostel. That's
what
a
does
hostel.
a hostel mean?
It's
Again, I know you said only one room, but like how many people? How does it look like?
It just depends. Like it's kind of like a dorm thing. But like this one actually doesn't seem that bad.
Like what's
this
the pictures look
cool.
like?
Like when you think hostel, you think of like the Hostel movies, right?
Right. It's probably a cool place if you're like a single traveler, like
this
a
is
couple,
but like,
and you're just like sharing stuff, whatever. But like I wouldn't, you obviously not with kids.
But again, like that's when you go to like it's a nice place, it's cool, like you said, and all that stuff. But it's still $497. That's still more than we paid. Technically, with parking too was $500. $420 with I think it was $420. I want to say with like if I didn't do.
Was
parking.
it Airbnb or no?
It was through this website.
Oh.
They have it on Airbnb, but it was through this website. So it's like you look at it and all these.
Does the price change if it's just one adult?
No, it's the same because you still get that. But yeah, it's like it wasn't bad, Like I didn't mind the place, whatever. No AC, cool, whatever. Like I didn't mind it. Like I took every time we stopped at the hotel, I would shower or at least like wet my head, and I would just have like a kind of a wet shirt too, like with it, and it dries out.
Was it humid though?
No, it's not humid.
Oh.
It was like honestly, it was very similar to here, at least the climate.
Right.
But you're just lower elevation, so it's a little bit easier. I feel like, but. No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't humid either. And then like the coast, the first time ever at the ocean.
That
was cool. That was very cool. I liked it a lot.
Did you touch the water?
No, I swam in it. It was
cold.
It's not that bad. Cascade's way worse, in my opinion.
But it's still kind of cold compared to like some like what you would think of. I guess I don't know. It is obviously different in like when you think of like a beach in like a different
Mexico
area.
or Costa Rica or something like that. No, it wasn't bad. I didn't mind it.
Look
It
at
was
that Keithman Hotel. Looks freaking fancy.
Yeah, but like the thing is just like it's so wavy. Like yesterday, someone died at Seaside.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, where like the beach that I was at, he was in a rip current. He got
No.
stuck, and one survived. There was two people.
You can die just being like this up high.
I don't know how deep he was. Who knows how deep he was? But no, you can go swimming. It's I went this much and that was it. Like I'm not gonna go fucking. out there.
I would.
That shit was sketchy
if
as
I
fuck.
don't, if I can't feel the floor, I'm not going.
Fuck no, not in an ocean.
No.
Not in an ocean.
No.
At least I would in an ocean. I'm okay with that, but not that ocean because that shit's fucking crazy. Like
Why?
just so much waves.
Oh yeah.
Like that shit will take you over. Like those waves were like if I was here, those waves are hitting like here for me. Like they were pretty high. Like not surfer waves and shit like that. I'm not saying that, but like and they're constant. So like if you start swimming and like that shit's sucking you back and all that stuff. Like
if I can't feel the floor.
Not that ocean. I would do it like at a more calm, like if it's more calm.
Have you ever like sat or like you were even in more shallow, then you feel the water when it pulls you? You can feel the floor giving up, and then coming back.
Man,
it's a little terrifying, huh?
The ocean's a beautiful thing because how easily it can kill you. That's what I like about it. It's beautiful.
It's terrifying. Like we've had this thing where we like turn our back to where we can't see the wave just to see when it hits you.
Oh, it hits
but then
you
like
hard.
a little part of me is like when you turn around, I'm like, dude, what if my fear, right? But it's like. Dude, imagine those like when it starts pulling in all the water when it's like a tsunami is gonna hit or like
you
whatever.
See that? You're like, where's the water
holy
going?
Shit. I mean, it's just a crazy feeling.
No, it's hard. Like it hits you, like it'll knock you out. Like I was hitting them like aggressively just to kind of keep walking and stuff. But no, it was fun. I liked it. Like
was it super salty?
Super salty. I tasted it. I was like,
dude, the one in Florida. The one that we went to, it was saltier than the one in Oregon.
Really?
Because I remember it was like peche, dude. My uncle. I couldn't even, dude. The water would hit you, and I'm like. I can't even look. Like I would have to go like this just to tap it, just so I could look, so I could like see where the next wave is coming. It was so salty.
That's aggressive. Yeah.
I think the Florida ocean is saltier than the Oregon coast.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know
if you can Google that, but I don't think it matters. Oh, Pacific and Atlantic is I don't know.
The Atlantic, yeah, isn't that
Florida, right?
Florida, yeah. The Atlantic is the saltiest.
Oh God, it was so fucking horrible.
There was a distinct decrease of salinity near the equator and at both poles. So I guess you're not near you still got a lot of ways to the. Yeah, so it's probably really salty. And
what's the saltiest
Florida.
ocean or CNY? What is it like that? Yeah.
North Atlantic. So the equator's like down. So yeah, your equator's like down here. So you're in the middle of probably where the saltiest is.
I was horrible.
The Atlantic is the saltiest. Yeah, yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean it was just I didn't expect it to be that.
No, it's crazy. Like I
salty.
I had a towel and stuff, but I didn't really dry myself. And then like over time, like when we went back to the hotel, I wanted to shower because like if I did this, like just this, like there was like literally like salt on my finger, and I sometimes would want to taste it. I was like, I then have my nasty ass fucking oil sweat. But no, it was fun. It was cool. We went to got seafood there. It was at Seaside, which is like a resort town. There's like an actual resort there. It's really cool. I liked it. It was a really cool.
Did you have
area.
some good seafood? Did you have clam chowder soup?
Yeah, I did.
Did you like it?
Oh yeah, it was great.
Good. Where at did you get it? Like what restaurant?
So we went to Norma's. Everyone was saying to go to Moe's though. Moe's Seafood.
We went to Moe's.
Did you guys go to Moe's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's like the most popular one. It's like family owned. And it's always like it's at I guess Lincoln City, Newport, Seaside.
Oh yeah, we went to Newport.
Yeah, it's all at the major places, like the major beach towns in Oregon.
But I honestly think a lot of the places are really good.
Yeah, no, they're great. Like Norma's was good.
Did you see a lot of people crab fishing?
No, we didn't see anyone
on the bridges.
No,
docks?
there was no one really crab fishing. And then like the thing was pretty empty, like the beach. Like there wasn't that many people. So,
maybe just because it was like end of school season.
Maybe because we went on Friday. We went on Friday, so
I think a lot of people are coming back because school usually starts around this time. Maybe, I don't know.
So we're driving in, right? And there's like a thing. It's like helicopter tours, Seaside. I'm like, oh, let's fucking see how much it is. $65 per person, which isn't a lot. I was like, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Like straight up, let's do it. I've never been in a helicopter. It's like it would look so fucking cool. And the clouds are low, like you saw, how the clouds were low. So this is gonna be sick. I'm like, hold on for a second. Let's check some things out. Some frequently asked questions. Go on those frequently asked questions. I'm looking. There's the question I want to ask. What is the weight capacity?
There's a weight capacity.
Weight capacity. We were pushing that weight capacity. I was like, let's not do it.
There's a weight capacity for going on a helicopter?
Yeah.
What's a weight capacity?
It said 300 per person. And I was like, well, you would be fine. But like me and Vic, we're pushing them scales a little bit, you know what I mean? So we didn't go. But next time I go, I'll go.
$65. How long is a ride though? Helicopter?
Like 30 minutes. I don't know. Probably not like.
But where does it take you over? Is there like a certain tour it takes you around?
I don't know exactly.
Like something worth seeing?
I don't know exactly where it takes you, but yeah. See, look, one dead, one rescued. So I don't know exactly where it takes you, but so we were here. So we were exactly.
Like that's where the guy died.
So we parked right here, and then you walk down this way, and you have the beach, right? And so see how like dark it is there. For us, it was like all the way up here. Like it was probably like right here, and then like the rest was light, but like that was all like, but the water was still like down.
Did you find any shells?
There was a couple shells. I didn't take any of them because I didn't know like if they were still alive or not. I didn't know. But yeah, it was like empty here. More of the people are like here. So yeah, like you can even see it here. Yeah. More people are here, but like there's like we had like almost.
There's certain sections of the beach where I think just people find more popular, which that's weird because it's the same.
It's the same shit. Like there's nothing different here than there is here, and like it was like this. There was like a woman and her kid here. There was a guy on a one wheel just kind of fucking cruising back and forth.
But there's not a whole lot of. There's not a lot of. There's not a lot of like bourgeois, like what is it? What is it?
No, there's not a lot of crowds.
At the beaches in Oregon, like on the Oregon coast. It's more like other. I mean, I don't know. I think it's more gonna be like when you go to like California and those beaches where they're just like.
Oh
crowded,
yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
It was crazy though because like we were. So you turn in right here. Literally, traffic was backed up from here all the way to Seaside. So I was like, oh, this is going to be kind of shit.
But then it's like you don't see anybody anywhere.
There was a good amount of people. Like this whole, like there's this whole, like it's like this. Like parking lot's full. Everyone's going here. We went here, Norma Seafood. Yeah. So we went there. There was this gelato place right next to it. There's like seafood all over the place. This is where the resort is. So like you had a lot of people like walking around and like things, but not a lot of people on the beach. So we went to, Norma's. We were just kind of walking around this place. But cool area, like I really liked it. But yeah, this is where the helicopter tour is. But I'm gonna guess because see, there's like this park thing here. So I'm gonna guess you like start. Where was that? I just saw it. We can go on their website and see. Yeah, they have this Captain Kidd like amusement park or something. I don't know. But Oregon Helicopter Seaside. So I don't know exactly where it goes. But I'm guessing it just goes like over the coast right here. So like you're flying it probably starts right here. You probably like fly like up here in this way, and there's a trail here. It's a 6 mile trail here. I really want to do it like next time I go, but I'm pretty sure it flies here, and then you just kind of like go down the coast here. go a little bit
from above,
Yeah, just see that, like get some cool views, and then it comes back. It's probably like not long because I think the spectrums were like every 30 minutes, so it's probably like a 20-minute ride or something, 15.
Well, because I know when you do the Las Vegas ones, I think it goes over the Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
Like those things, like that's kind of cool.
Yeah, which like I thought it would just be more. You know what I mean? Like 65 is not that bad. Like it's like fucking whatever. Just to like do that. But yeah, then we like drove down this way, and then we went to the Ecola State Park, and that's where I was like showing you like the clouds were there.
Right.
Beautiful, like especially with the clouds there. Like I felt like you're in like Ireland. You know how in Ireland they do that kind of like clouds are above the mountains and shit. Like you're just looking at the ocean. Yeah, then Cannon Beach is here, and it's like another beach, which like there's like literally no one ever like I didn't see anyone on here, but it's more rocky. Like so you have like these like rock stuff. Cool place to like fucking do a campfire.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Just kind of hang out and stuff like that. But yeah, Cannon Beach. Yeah, we drove all the way down.
A lot of people do like fires on the beach.
Yeah, a lot of people do. There was like some fireplaces over there. And then originally I thought I was like just gonna go. Let's just go to Bay City, but it was like it's like a shit. Like it's not a shithole, but it's just a fishing bay. And this has like a really good review. This seafood.
But you could fish right there.
I don't know if you can, but like they do, and like that's where like this
okay.
fish peddler thing, and that's where they do it. But we drove here to this pier. I was like, well, good thing this was my first experience of the ocean.
Right.
I'm glad we went there. Then this is where Tillamook cheese is made. You know the Tillamook cheese?
Yep.
That's Tillamook, Oregon right there. That's the creamery. Cool. And we drove there, and then we drove back. Beautiful road up this way, and then
that's awesome.
Made it back to Portland, to the shithole fucking bustling streets of this shit. We went back. But it was cool. Boise? Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Boise, Portland, Oregon.
Justice for George.
Boise is a neighborhood. Yeah, Justice for George. Boise is a neighborhood in the... Oh. Huh. We should have fucking went there. I didn't know that was. I think this is the actual like. Oh, you know what this is actually?
Where?
This is like the ghetto.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, because so we were. Yeah. This is I think because. Yeah. Because so this is exactly where we were, Barsala, and we took this bridge, I believe. Well, wait, because we went to watch the fights, and I want to say, we went down this way. Yeah, I think we went down this road and then like turned left here. It was somewhere around here, but we passed like this part, and it was like. Like the rundown like streets. There's like just people like on the streets doing whatever the fuck they're doing, playing ball or whatever. Very like, it was definitely like, and it was just weird because you're on the scooters, like even downtown, like you would go down, like you're going on the scooter, and then like you look down for a bit, and then you look up, and you're like, oh, we're gonna get killed here. Like this is so like homeless and ghetto and like run down and all this shit. And then you're like, okay, like look down, and then look up. You're like, okay, there's a fucking GTR there, like super nice cars just parked on the road, and you're in the rich place again. Like
it's all like so quick.
It was just like all fused. It was really really weird, but.
Was the concert good?
Concert was great. So yeah, like because we were there. Concert was just we go on this here, you go on this bridge, and boom, it was right here.
Did you have good like? Was it just like general admission? Did you like get pretty
No, because it's a stadium concert, so like you have your ticketed seats and stuff like that, and like we were like pretty much like we were on the edge, like.
But was it still like worth it?
Oh, it was still worth it. Like especially this tour because he did a lot of like his older songs too, and like he hasn't been on tour for so long, and he did like a lot of like not unreleased songs, but like. Songs that were like he did Love at the end, that was his closing song. He did a lot of songs I was not expecting, and it was I loved it. It was actually really fucking cool. I wish it was like it's just expensive, man. These concerts are fucking crazy expensive because like I know floor seats were like insane. Like being on the floor would be really really fucking cool because I just don't like stadium concerts like when you're just kind of stuck there. But it's dumb because like. Even on the floor, like no one was on their seats. Like they're all just like it's like an actual concert. It's like just get the fucking rid of the seats there. You could have. It was like half full on the floor. Right. You guys could have just filled the floor up a lot more, sold even more tickets, and get rid of the fucking seats. No one's gonna sit in their goddamn chairs there.
Right.
It's just like in the way. It was just dumb. Like I hate these stadium concert shits. I really don't like them. I think they're dumb when it comes to how at least. Like the edge is fine, right? Just get rid of floor seats. Don't have floor seats. Have that as like floor tickets or whatever, and charge extra. I don't give a fuck, but don't have seats there. Like it was just stupid. Like they could have filled so much more area there, and it just like looked like it was like empty. You know what I mean? It was like, well, I know it was packed because all the seats were taken. So it's like, it's kind of dumb. But No, it was great. It was cool. But it's fun. And yeah, that's where the Portland Trailblazers play, in that like basketball stadium.
Oh, you tried Voodoo Donuts?
Yeah, we went to Voodoo Donuts.
Because I got Voodoo Donuts.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Because they had the shop in Universal.
Oh, they did.
That's been my thing, is to try Voodoo Donuts, because I just saw it and I thought it was cool.
only in Portland.
I did too.
Okay.
I honestly did too.
Yeah.
And so then when we went to Universal, it was like all of a sudden I saw Voodoo Donuts, right?
Okay.
And then so I was like, I have to, because I've wanted to try it.
Yeah.
So I got the little voodoo guy with the little pretzel in his heart.
Okay.
And it's
yeah.
that's filled with jelly, that
Yeah.
little section. But like they're good donuts. I honestly don't know like how much they were, because I wasn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I like Walmart donuts. And
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I tell mom and dad, like I will choose Walmart donuts or Albertson donuts, but usually Walmart just because that's where I go, or even Vinco donuts, dude, over Krispy Kreme, over any of these donut shops that charge like $1 something a donut. Like
$4
I'm like,
a donut here.
See, that's a lot.
It was good, but it's a donut.
Good,
like you can't you can't make a donut shitty.
I think it's just the way it looks, and then the core, and just like it's different than any other. I don't know how your guys' was on the inside. Nothing special?
No.
Oh, see, like
Not at all.
But at the Universal was different.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure it was
cooler,
more touristy and all that stuff. And then especially because everyone was saying like, oh, like how long did you have to wait? Like we were there pretty early on, like a Thursday.
It was like there was a big line.
There always is a big line.
Oh, see, when we went
for us,
it
wasn't bad. For us, it wasn't bad. Like we waited for maybe 10 minutes, but some people were like, wait there for 30 minutes, and like this line can get pretty fucking insane.
Crazy.
It wasn't that bad, but I got like a maple bar with bacon.
Oh, did you like it?
Just because I wanted to compare it with like, because I know the Swenson or the Albertson Street Market here, like the nicer one, they do like fancy donuts too, and I've had a maple bar with bacon on it. Better at Albertsons.
Really?
The donut itself wasn't like that much of a change, but the bacon's better at Albertsons.
Oh, okay.
Right? The bacon here was like questionable.
And plus the one in Albertsons was probably like $1 something.
They had one called the Cock and Balls. Wanted to get it, but I didn't. Because I was like, you know, like they were pretty, like they were thick. Not thick, but like
They fill you up.
They fill you up. Yeah. They're good. And that's why I said, like, I'm sure Albertsons is better than when I took the picture back. I was like, it's a fucking donut.
Right.
Like, you can't ruin a donut.
You can.
Like, so you can, but it's hard to make like a donut shitty.
Krispy Kreme.
They're still good though.
No, that's a shitty donut.
They're still good. They're not worth the price though because they're tiny.
Right.
So it's like, I don't want to say like they're bad, but like it's definitely not worth the hype. I just wanted to go because like let's just fucking go. Like we're there, you know.
I think a lot of people do that. Like they want to go because it's like, well, they're only in, so maybe they might only be in Portland and then in like Universal or you know what I mean, like just Voodoo locations. Because I know I went to the one there.
That's crazy. I didn't know that because I thought it was only in. I literally thought it was only in Portland. So Old Town Portland. Okay, so they have multiple in Portland. Oh, okay, they have actually a good amount. So you have Milwaukee, Oregon, Eugene, Oregon, Colfax. So Denver.
Ooh, Denver's
another one in
coming,
Denver, another one in Denver. Oh, Austin, Texas.
Cypress,
Texas, Houston.
Texas.
Okay, they have a lot of them then.
But why doesn't it say anything? Oh, yeah. That's okay. Yeah, Universal Orlando Resort. See, that's
Orlando,
where I had it.
yeah,
That's where I
okay.
went and got it.
Yeah, Vancouver, Washington. So mostly in
but it's
Oregon.
Probably like.
So yeah, we went to Old Town. This is the one exact. So this is their OG location, Old Town.
Oh, that's cool. Did it look like that? The shop?
We went during the day, but yeah, like that's where like the line is and.
Like, what do they look
like
like inside?
Nothing crazy. Like that's why I wanted to see if there was.
Their pictures.
Like pictures inside, but. Yeah, no, I don't know. It was like whatever. Like it was just a donut.
I'm wondering like why there was so much like hype over that. I honestly gourmet donut category famous for introducing the world to the bacon maple bar. Whoa, okay.
Maybe they brought like
Memphis
cool
Mafia, the
Canelo, like
look,
you know, maybe it was like.
I think honestly because they came up with I don't know if they were the newer ones, but you can't find certain combinations that they make, right?
Yeah,
like
that's what I got.
like some of these, like the Captain Crunch one. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
some of these things where it's like, okay, so they were unique, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it just makes people
I think that's what it is.
Oh, it's kind of like the names are fun,
Chuckles and,
you know?
Yeah, this is
and it
what
just
I got
looks
here,
different, and so I think that just makes it more. Look at that Maple Blazer Blunt donut.
Yeah,
it looks like that. I got the Voodoo Doll one because I just
Doll.
and I think Amelia got I want to say the Marshall Mathers. It was like an M&M. But
M&Ms.
like
Yeah,
those things,
cool names.
it's
like
cool and it looks cool, and I think that's what gets the hype. And so people are like, you know what? I'm gonna do it for $4. It's just one donut. I'm not gonna go there to buy a dozen.
Oh, of course.
So I think it's like
though. A lot of people do.
Really?
There's so many people that have like just pink voodoo. Actually,
I wonder what that PB&J would taste like. Probably gross.
Probably not good. I'm gonna
Ew.
I'm gonna bleep this out because like I don't know if I don't want to say it on here, but like so this is we're just gonna skip through, but I just want to tell you now. So Daniel, he's like does probation and shit like that for people, parole and all that stuff, and he the way they found out this guy was out of state is because he had a voodoo box at his fucking place. They're like, were you out of state? He's like, no. Like, why do you have that then? He's like, I got it here. They're like, there's no voodoo.
Why couldn't you get my friend brought it down?
Huh? Or like things like that. So like they found out he was like out of state because.
Oh
of
my
that.
God!
But like, so that's how much it's worth it for some people. So it's worth.
Like I'm going out of state.
It's worth it for a lot of fucking people there, right? But yeah, that's they don't have the cock and balls here.
Memphis Mafia is one of the original ones right down there. What is it? Fried dough with banana chunks, cinnamon, topped with glazed chocolate chips, peanuts, and chocolate. Like these things, you can't find those ones at
no. Like these are
places. So I think that's like
places. Yeah,
they're gourmet stuff. Ooh, what's the Ring of Fire? Devil's food cake, cinnamon sugar, cayenne pepper, and dried. I don't know if I would like that shit.
I wouldn't do that. No.
Powdered sugar cake.
I'm not gonna lie, the chocolate cake looks fucking good. Like just like
it does. What's
texture.
the powdered sugar cake inside?
Powdered.
Plain just plain powdered sugar. That's dumb.
Yeah, there's like cool designs of it. Like this looks cool. There's a lot like that look
cream,
really
raspberry,
cool.
Romeo, mango tango, maple bar, maple bacon bar.
But
was it bacon like that, like a full thing of bacon?
Yeah, no, it literally looked exactly like that. But
what's Chuckles?
This one, raised ring with
hot chocolate powder, peanuts.
That sounds good. That sounds good. No, they're like good. Like don't get me wrong, like they're good. Like no, people get dozens. Like there's a good amount of people that get like there was so many people with like boxes just walking around like on the fucking boardwalk and shit like that. I was like, okay. But
voodoo dozen.
Yeah.
How much is it?
I don't know. I don't know how much these things are.
I wonder if they like deliver, if you can ship. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like if you order online, like if you click order online, is it like just pick up?
Yeah, because it's just showing yeah. So yeah, no, it's
DoorDash it.
It's what it is, It's what it is, and
it's cool.
Yeah, so Voodoo we went to. Yeah, there was like, it was cool. I liked it overall though. Like I would like to go back sometime. It was cool. I really like the coast though. Like the coast was fucking cool.
Yeah.
The coast is
it's
really
cool when you get to like see new places like that.
It is.
It makes you realize like, oh my God, there's so much to like see.
So much.
Well, it's not like I don't know that.
Yeah.
But it's fun to be able to like.
It's cool, but no, like the people were nice, and that's another thing I want to say is like the workers. I feel like were just more friendlier too. Like they like were more. Like you feel like here, it's like and you would imagine like it's expensive to live in Portland, which I was kind of looking. It's really not that much different here. You know what I mean? Like. It's there's a lot more places that are $1 million plus, but like I was just showing Dad like while you were gone, there was a house for $750,000, which is a lot, 3,800 square feet though, and it was fucking nice. Like it was a very very nice house, $750K.
Right.
That's like the one here, but it was literally double the size.
Right.
Nice house, like built in 2008, like so it's not an old shit house. Like so like and like then obviously a lot of it is like buying apartments that are like 300,000, but like in downtown, it's like whatever. The rents are a little bit more, but like again, I was looking for rental places. I was literally just purely looking downtown.
Right.
So it's like obviously it's gonna be more because I know rental places here are 16, 17 downtown for nothing crazy. So it really like when you put it in that perspective, it's not that much.
But you also have to like look at like all the things you get with it. Granted, you have its own set of problems like we do here. 100%. Like we don't see naked, cracked out people walking.
But honestly, that's fun.
But I'm just saying, like, you pay, like, let's say you pay $1,700 in rent. Okay, but you have the beach by you.
Yeah, you have the beach by you. You
know what I mean? Like,
you can go to Seattle 2 hours away. You're going to have big concerts there. You're going to have a lot more entertainment, right? You have a lot more entertainment to do. When it comes to food and, like, drinks and all that stuff, it's not more. Right. Like, we were, like, so we, I'm taking a shit in this fucking Airbnb. I'm like, what are we going to go do? I find this, that rooftop bar thing. Did you see that picture? So we're on this rooftop bar. It wasn't like rooftop. We were on the 16th floor, but like obviously it was like half of the building. We see this place, and it's super nice inside. We're walking in. And we're like, this is gonna be expensive, and this is definitely not like.
You just get a water.
Yeah, and no, the prices were fine, and the drink was strong as fuck that I got. My drink, I think, was $12. I drank half of that shit, and I was like, it was absolutely awful because I hate alcohol, and it was like literally pure alcohol. But holy fuck, that shit was strong because I drank half of it, and I was already feeling it pretty fucking good. That shit was like a little cocktail shot, like, and it wasn't expensive, and like. No food was expensive. Like we went to Raising Cane's. We were at the mall and we just saw it. I was like, I've never been there. Let's fucking go. So we went there.
What's that car for sale for? So
I saw that when we were driving to the coast, and I took the picture of the number and all that stuff right there. It doesn't work, but it's a Golf first gen. This is the same car. This is literally the same car that Grandpa had. His was just silver. Like they had a gray silver one. $500. And I've always wanted to do like a project car. And I saw this, I was like, man, that would be fucking cool. Like, I would love this because I absolutely love like old European hatchbacks, and I would love to do. They didn't answer. I didn't call them because I just took pictures of it and stuff like that. But I took multiple pictures of it. But I would love to like build an old Yugo like from our country and like do crazy stuff to it, like a swap or something. Like just work on it slowly, but or like something like this. So I just saw it and took a picture of it. Just found it interesting. Cool. But it was just like to the coast, like we just saw it. But no, it was good, man. Overall, like but yeah, like what you said, like you have the beach that's not far away. You have, obviously you have your own sets of problems. Which honestly, like the problems would the only problem, like, and it's a bigger city. You can't be like, well, there's like ghettos and dangers. Like, no shit, city. It's a fucking bigger city. I'm not saying the only problem that consists of is fucking homeless.
Right.
That's the only negative thing that I saw of this whole place. Like,
I mean, we have them too.
We hide them better. It's like Austin, Texas. Like they do a good job in Austin too because they hide them. They put them in low-income housing, and like they're just better at either hiding them or actually providing support for them. Right. The problem they have in these places, they just fucking ignore the problem.
Right.
It's like, well, that problem doesn't exist. It's like me saying like, oh, I'm not fat, but then like you're gonna die soon because you're not fucking limiting what you're. You know what I mean? Like you're just invisible to the problem. So like. That's what I was saying, like healthcare or something like that, because it is sad to see, like especially coming from a place that you don't see that too often. But like obviously, then you see like a lot of it is too far gone. But then some of it, it's like you see, it's like man, like they're just struggling in life. Right. Like it's nothing like they're like because you see someone like picking at themselves, like you could see drugs, like 100%. They fucking went down this path of drugs, which is sad. But at the end of the day, like sorry, it is your choice that you went down that. No matter what caused you to do that, I get that, but then you do see like the genuine people that like it doesn't look like they're doing drugs. They probably lost, like who knows what's going on in their lives, that they don't have a support, that it lost their job or it's just too expensive to live and all this stuff. So like you do have a lot of people that I would imagine would love some help. You know what I mean? Some people, and then obviously there is probably a percentage of people that want to live like that. They're just kind of like drifters and things like that, which is fine. Do you know? But like you get rid of 50% of the homeless problem here, like it would be great. Like it's dirty and all this stuff, but that's because of that whole issue. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's also like a bigger city. But I know a lot of people like because I was posting everything and like people were like, yeah, like I know before, like in Portland, like years ago, it was fine. Like a lot of people liked it, but then that's why you see like people.
Well, I think with away. With everything that's going on in like our economy, like you're gonna get more homeless people. There's more people now that are living in their vehicles in this area than there probably has ever been in the last few years. So you're gonna get more people that just are gonna do that.
Yeah, ever since like 2020, it really fucked shit up, and that's like when you have the riots, so you still have some aftermath from that.
Right.
Things like that. But like, did you see one of my posts when it was like the Louis Vuitton store and the Coach store?
Yeah.
So that store was completely ransacked from the riots and like the protests and stuff like that. Because he's like oh, like someone messaged me, like he was messaging me a lot, like all my stories because he lives there, and he's like, oh, I haven't been to that mall in a while, but like in 20, like that was completely ransacked, like broken windows, stolen shit.
It looks fine like now.
And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even really notice. Like it looked like nothing ever even touched there. You know what I mean? So, like when it comes to that, like obviously that that's a huge setback for everyone. When it comes to money and all that stuff. But other than that, yeah, it's like people were really nice. I talked to a ton of people like on the streets, like asked them and shit, and it was like. I liked it, you know what I mean? Like, it was really cool, but yeah, like you have Seattle, that's like 2 hours away. It's not even that far away. You have the coast. You know, you have so much entertainment. It's like, and then when you look at it, it's like it's not it's not that much more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Compared to like here again. You
Yeah.
know? So it's just like.
And here it's like you don't really get all that
No,
at all.
you
You don't even get the beach.
Yeah, you don't have the beach.
You don't have any of that.
Like, you can't really even go camping anymore because it's just not built. Like, this place was never built for so many people to be here. You know what I mean? So, like, you really can't enjoy that as much as you were able to. You can't enjoy the
outdoors as much
as before.
Even though people move here for the outdoors that they can't even enjoy. You know what I mean?
So you have that. You have a couple lakes, sure, whatever. And then
it's like so dry, and I like how green Oregon is.
Oh, it's so
it's, all the
awesome
trees and the moss and the
so
trees
green.
and
it's
then
like
when
Bosnia.
And it's like when the rain and like it just is nicer. I like the climate more.
Yeah, I want to go during the rain. I want to go during the rain, like in this place. I think it would be really, really cool. But no, it was great. Like I would doing this trip. It like now pushed me more to do what I've been wanting to do is like that like multi-city trip and like do photography. I just need to get a laptop for it because I can't do it with that one. But like next year I think is when I want to do that because doing this was like, oh shit, like I could have easily done all this stuff by myself. I doing this I would love to just travel by myself too. I can I'm the type of person that can travel by himself without an issue. Like I would have like a lot of fun with it without not one issue with it, you know. Going to eat and doing this shit and all that, I wouldn't have one issue with it. But it was fun. I liked it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, even like going with like a group of people, like, cause I know like the whole LA thing we're planning on for like a certain Lakers game and things like that. But yeah, it was cool. I liked it overall. It would I would recommend it. It was awesome. Cool.
I'm glad that you had a good time.
Yeah. Experiments, cool shit.
Glad that you saw a crackhead in the wild, you know?
Crackheads are great.
Make that bingo card next time. I swear to God, you need to.
Yeah. I did take a picture, because I'll probably put it in the thumbnail. I took a picture of just like a random seagull, just because I'll probably call this trash pigeon too.
Oh, you should.
Trash pigeon too. You should. Just because we
saw
the trash.
Found trash pigeon, you know?
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of pigeons. I love the ocean though.
It's so good.
I love the ocean.
Like that's the thing is like even if
I can live that seaside place.
Even if you had an ocean close to you, because that is a free activity, right? Yeah. Like that could be so versatile. You know, it's something that you can enjoy. Like
just the sound of it, I can listen to that all day. You just want to
chill there and just grab a chair. Like it's something you could even do with. I could do with Amelia. Like if I live close to that, cool. Yeah. Bring your sandcastle. Let's go look for shells one day. Yep. Like let's just spend 2 hours looking for shells. Yeah. Let's spend whatever time making a sandcastle. Let me just chill and make a fire here at night with friends. Let me just hang out and read a book. Like it's something you can do. It doesn't cost any money if that's something that's close to you.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people would find it worth paying the rent because it's like, okay, at least I have this to show for it. Yeah. Like, you know, some people that pay a shit ton of money to live like in Manhattan or whatever. It's like I'm here because I'm here in this city.
Yeah.
So it's worth paying this much money because look at where I'm at. Like, you know, especially if they're like into like wanting to make it with like acting or music or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know, that's why it's like it doesn't justify the rent here because it's like, what the fuck you got here?
Yeah.
Idaho City.
That's the thing. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this place is like it's clean and all that stuff, whatever. But like, just for that's what I say. That's the reason I say Boise sucks. Boise, does it suck? No. It's a great place overall, right? It's fine. But for how much it costs, that's why I say Boise fucking sucks. Because it's so expensive for nothing in return. Yeah. You don't get anything here. No. You don't get anything here.
And you barely, and like, yeah, there's not that many big artists that come here.
No, like when it comes to entertainment, you won't get that
you get Backstreet Boys that are gonna charge you an arm and a leg to come here. You know,
you got Ja Rule.
You got Ja Rule.
Ja Rule and Ashanti tomorrow.
I was really hoping it was on Wednesday.
I know. I swear.
And it kind of sucks that it's tomorrow. You know.
It's too soon.
It's too soon. I wasn't ready for it.
Are you sure it's on fucking tomorrow?
Yeah.
You know, I think you got that fucked up.
It's tomorrow, Dan's. August 23rd is tomorrow.
Fuck.
I know.
It is tomorrow.
I don't want to do it tomorrow. It doesn't
Murder.
Like, is it even worth it, you know?
It's fucking Ja Rule and Ashanti. Is it Ja Rule or Ja Rule?
I don't know, but it's a 1 day, 2 hours of countdowns, like, really getting to me.
Yeah, this is what we get. This is the things that we're excited for.
At the Western Idaho Fair. But do you know how many people, because there's no, like, it's just, like, first come, first serve, right?
Probably.
Yeah, like, I'm not doing that.
Murder, murder. Menage. No, Monica.
What was that one guy that you were saying like like what was that last episode? Yeah. So it sounded like. Are you gonna go to that?
I don't know, probably not. I'll probably do Uber during that time just to make some money.
I don't know yet.
Murder.
Always when you call, always on time. I mean, it'd be cool.
This is what we're excited for. But I guess.
I was just hoping it was on Wednesday.
I really thought it was too.
Just like throws it off knowing it's on Tuesday.
That's even shittier.
Right?
That's such a bad
like
day.
Wednesday.
And that's when we get concerts too. Is like on shitty
weekdays.
Days. Yeah, it's like
okay, cool. Let me just like be totally fine because I have to work the next day. Yeah. So.
Boise sucks for its price.
It sure does. It really does.
It does for its price. It really does. Like it's pretty bad. We don't really have much here. But yeah, there's like so much. There's like the Witch's Castle. There's like I don't even know what it really is. There was like the Piddock Mansion. There was a lot of other things.
Like that shit is cool.
Like there's a lot of things
cool things to look at.
We didn't have like time to get to. There's an aerial tram here that like you go in the air, like the train in the air thing, like on the cable. There was some things that we couldn't get to in time. But like there's like museums of science. Like we didn't even explore any of this down here. Like honestly, we really saw was like this. Like the only places we went to is like this and then like that. Right. And then like counting that and then like that's kind of that. That's all we did.
I have been to almost every single activity you can possibly do in these areas, including Nampa and Meridian, because I do that with my clients, right? And I tell Mom, like, there is not a whole lot of things for you to do with your goddamn kids here in this area. There isn't.
No.
You know?
Yeah, and like the drive, so the drive is an hour and a half from the coast, but it's not far. It just gets a slower like speed. Right. So it's like I think 70 miles from Seaside to Portland, which isn't that far. And especially if you're like, because like I wouldn't want to live like in Portland, like, but like you live in Beaverton or like all the way out here, like you don't need to live in like, but you're
next to Costco and Fred Meyer.
You're 20 minutes away from fucking downtown Portland.
Right.
Like that's literally maybe 25 minutes.
And you're 20 minutes away from everything here.
Yeah, so like that's like saying like that's like Boise
and that's
like
no, like Meridian.
Even Meridian.
Yeah.
I actually wonder how far that is because looking at this, if you're looking,
do you have a thing where you can like?
Oh no, yeah, no, that's like 20 minutes. It's
Hillsboro
to Portland. Yeah, I'm sure it's a 20-minute drive.
37
minutes. Okay, it's a little bit further.
That's not that bad.
21 miles, and that's probably because of traffic, and that's currently right now because of traffic. Like you live at Cedar Hills, Aloha, Boise, in Portland.
That's the thing is like there's places you can live at where you're still close to big ass places. You know what I mean? Like we live 15, 20 minutes away from Boise. That's not a big ass place. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or we had to travel 20 minutes to go to Nampa, which is not a big ass place.
Yeah, it's Nampa though.
But it's just it's bullshit.
There's a place called Boring.
That's where we're living
so you
at.
Go there. But you can go to Mount Hood. Like, that's a beautiful mountain. You know what I mean? You got Mount Hood there. You have Mount Rainier. That's in fucking Washington. That you can go to. Then, you have Seattle. And then if you want to go a little bit further, you can go to Canada and fucking Vancouver, which is a fucking cool place.
But it's the thing. Is like you have so these places, like even if you were living in, let's say at Hillsboro, right?
Yeah.
Okay, put in Hillsboro to Seattle. I'm intrigued.
Oh, Hillsboro to Seattle?
Yeah. I'm just going like to the next big town over.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
You think so?
Yeah.
3 hours and 33 minutes.
That far?
But listen, that's 3 hours and 33 minutes.
193 miles.
But you are going from one.
So it's not far.
You're going from one.
It's not going to take it because they base it off of their fucking speed limits. Everyone's going fucking 85 still. You're probably going to be. It's not far though. That's the thing.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Is
and
like
you can go from like
you can go from like a big town to another big ass city. You know what I mean? Seattle's big, but here it's like when we talk about it, like when mom and dad want to go on a vacation somewhere over the weekend, you can't go anywhere. There's nothing. Anything that's close to you is going to be a 6-7 hour drive.
You say, oh, like go to McCall. Like, no, you can't. Like the thing is, you can't do that anymore, right? It's so fucking packed.
You can't.
So you can't go there. You go to like it's basically like you can just go camping.
But the thing is, like from here to McCall to do what?
Yeah.
To do what?
Yeah.
You can't spend a whole weekend there. I mean, you could, but it's boring as fuck. I mean, unless you have like a shit ton of money and you can afford like all these other things, okay. But that's what I'm saying is if you live in Hillsboro and like dad has Thursday, Friday, Saturday off, you know, and you're like, I just want to get out of town, cool. You can go and spend. You could spend. You don't even have to spend the night. You can just drive 3 hours. Go to Seattle, spend the whole day.
You drive an hour and you go to the coast.
You can even spend one night somewhere, you know, so it's even cheaper. And then you come back the next day.
Yeah.
But there's things to do and there's places to go to.
Yeah.
Which that's what makes it nice when you're in.
You have all these like coast towns that you can go. You can go ride the coast, drive the coast. I mean.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
You moved to Butte. But
moved to fucking nowhere.
What the fuck is this? Oh, go to the pit.
Berkeley Pit. Yankee Doodle.
What the fuck is this? This kind of looks cool, huh?
Right?
What is this?
I don't know. Is there a place you can like put your person down, like you know, like the?
Here is the closest.
That's the closest.
Yeah.
What does it look like? Can't see anything.
What is this?
I don't know.
It's like a. What was that? Butte?
Butte.
I don't even know what that was. Damn.
Montana or some shit.
Lost it.
Yankee Doodle. It was called Yankee Doodle. Go down. Is it there? No.
No, because we're like far away. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's like and then that you break it. Like there's so many places. But like, being landlocked sucked. Like sucks.
Yeah.
Because I like water, honestly. And that's like another thing that brought me fucking, it's like, man, living in Scalia again, bro. Right on the beach.
Mm-hmm. Can't find your hometown.
Just living right there, bro. And you're right on the beach. Calm waters, not fucking Oregon waters. And you're good.
Too bad, so sad.
This is my new home.
You lost that bet.
But yeah, it was good. It was good. I would recommend. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So we'll either call this one The Depths of Hell or
what?
This episode.
Trash Pigeon Returns.
Trash Pigeon 2, maybe, yeah.
The Return of Trash Pigeon.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for listening to episode number 80 of Time Out Real Shit Podcast. Go hit our links up down below and all that stuff, and that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll see you retards later.
See you on the flip side. Need help?
No.